Hi Pisces and Pisces rising. Here's your horoscope for July 2024. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, the year is just flying by. Here we are in the 7th month of the year. And this time of the year, we usually have the sun going through Cancer right here in your 5th house of creativity and love and children. We also have Venus and Mercury also going through this part of your chart. So it's always a favorable time for many of you. So if you're a Pisces rising or a Pisces sun sign, this pertains to you. This is a general sun sign Western tropical reading. And so this has to be general because I don't have everybody's birthday, and everyone's birthday and birth chart is completely different. So I have to give you a general overview. But anyway, we have this 5th house that is being lit up as we begin the month, and it'll stay like this for, the first half of the month. But then the second half of the month, these planets go into Leo, and it's going to be entering your 6th house, which has a lot to do with service and work and your daily routine and, getting serious about, what you're doing. But right now, it's all about having fun and being playful and enjoying yourself. And I highly encourage that. But as we begin the month of July, Neptune, your ruler, will go retrograde. Now, this is normal with the outer planets, Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, and Uranus. They all stay retrograde for a long period of time. And Neptune will be retrograde for the next 4 to 5 months until, I believe, the end of December. And so what this means is you'll be going back within and trying to figure out something from the past or a situation that you got yourself involved in and trying to figure things out. And this is normal, okay? But you also have Saturn in here. Saturn is in retrograde, and Neptune is going to begin to go retrograde at the beginning of the month. So you'll have these two right in your 1st house, putting this pressure on you going, I need to do something better. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel so responsible, like I have to do something. And this is going to weigh a little heavy on you from time to time throughout the next, 5 months. But it's nothing to really worry too much about. But we also have movement in Mars. Mars will be leaving Taurus right here and will be entering your 4th house of home, feeling, and foundation, where Jupiter is already in there. So this has a lot to do with the second half of the month, with the home life or home improvements or buying land or looking at real estate or having to do with family dynamics and feelings, possibly even celebrations. That's all going to be in the theme here with the 4th house. So as we start off the month, as I said, we have Neptune, your ruler, which is going to go retrograde. It starts in stationary position right there. And then over the course of the next week, it starts moving backwards from our perspective on Earth. And so with these two going backwards in the 1st house, one is heavy responsibility. The other one is imagination and, creativity. But since they're both going to be going backwards, this means internalizing. This means looking back and figuring things out. Or maybe you're returning to an old job, or maybe you're returning to an old situation that you need to revisit and to resolve, or to get, fully a comprehension of what took place. And that's what it means. And so it's not a big deal. Keep moving forward, in the things that you enjoy doing and, what you want to experience, because we're all in this transition mode right now. Everything is changing so rapidly. So Neptune is going to be here in retrograde until December. Now, the good news is Neptune will not return to Pisces in your lifetime. And so in next year, Neptune will leave Pisces and go into Aries, and so will Saturn. Both of these will next year in 2025 will be in your 2nd house of income and values. So this is going to be a totally different dynamic next year for many of you. And I'll get into that when I cover the 2025 horoscopes. But generally speaking, right now, it's about going back within, changing something within yourself, coming to some sort of realization about yourself before this year ends. So there you have that one. Now, there's more. Mercury enters Leo on the 2nd. It was about an hour or two later after this alignment. Mercury, the planet of communication, enters Leo. Now, when it does this, it immediately opposes, as you can see here, powerful Pluto. So there's an opposition right there. So this may be you questioning your sense of purpose, your job, your daily routine, wanting to break a cycle. Maybe you're bored with work. Maybe you're overwhelmed with work. These are all the themes here with these alignments as they're occurring here. So again, realize it as an opportunity to grow, realize it as an opportunity to experience something new. Mercury will be in this part of your chart for 3 weeks from this point. And so it's a creative endeavor. You know, Mercury in Leo is very creative, and Pisces and Pisces rising people can be very creative as well. And so this is adding an element to your work. Let's say you're a graphic designer or an artist of some kind. This is going to enhance the ability to create, because it's very, you know, it's a very imaginative and thought-provoking alignment with Mercury in Leo. Of course, the new moon this month is in Cancer on the 5th, lighting up that 5th house of creativity once again. So we have a lot of activity in the 5th house right now with this new moon. It's closely aligned to Venus, and it's making a favorable alignment to Mars. So there's a lot of communication, there's a lot of either fun activity, or there is a lot of spending time with family, or maybe working on the home life. Cancer is about the home. And so maybe you're working on projects around the home. Maybe you're remodeling. Maybe you're in some sort of creative endeavor that you've been wanting to do for the longest time. And so this new moon over the next 2 weeks is going to be very favorable for many of you to start something new, to feel more loving, to feel more creative in any way possible, including spending time with your family and children, because that's what this 5th house represents, and Cancer represents the family. So take advantage of opportunities that come your way around this new moon, because they look pretty good. Venus enters Leo as well on the 11th. Now we have the next planet that moves out of Cancer into Leo. Now Venus is about relationships and partnerships, and in Leo it likes to shine. Venus likes a Leo and likes to show off, or likes creativity, or likes to be around creative people and artists and so on. And so maybe you're getting yourself involved in something like that, you know, going to a museum or an art gallery or something that is creative to get the juices flowing, so to speak. The only downside here is you need to be careful, because once again, the Venus will be opposing Pluto, which means that there could be some issues with another person, or maybe you're over worried about funding or finances for something, or your job is not paying you, or something to do with money. And this is just for the first couple of days as it runs into Pluto. But after that, it should move forward and should be in a favorable alignment for you for work, or getting a raise, or getting new projects at work, maybe starting a new health routine. The 6th house represents health. So maybe you find yourself more in a desire to change your appearance in some way. So Venus in Leo is going to help that a lot. Now, on the 21st is where everything begins to change again. Mars enters Gemini right there. Leaves Taurus, goes into Gemini, your 4th house of home, feeling, and foundation. Now, Mars in Gemini loves to talk. It loves to overthink. It loves to be playful. And so maybe you find yourself at home, and you're surrounded by family or children, and you're having a good time. You're laughing, a lot of talking, a lot of interaction. Mars and Jupiter are in the 4th house, so there should be a lot of activity in the home life. We're thinking a lot about the home, real estate, land, all of that stuff. And this is what Mars is going to do for you in the next 5 to 6 weeks as it makes its way through the 4th house. No big deal, nothing you cannot handle. But at the same time, about an hour or so later, the full moon, and this is the second full moon in Capricorn on the same day, and I just moved back the time here to show you the symbol of the moon in Capricorn, but it's at 29 degrees of Capricorn, closely conjunct Pluto and opposing the sun here. So what this means is something to do with a creative project, something to do with your sense of purpose, something to do with your future is on the table once again. And it may not be your future, it may be somebody related to you that you may be pondering and questioning. Okay, you need to go in this direction, I need to do this, I need to finish this project. It's a realization. Capricorn moons are a realization about goals and long-term goals. And since this is so closely aligned to Pluto, it's a transformation of some kind. Now, fortunately, it's making some favorable alignments to Neptune, your ruler. So there's a very good chance that you're going to have to use your imagination on this decision. And it may be something that you need to end or complete or finish up. It's also making alignment to unpredictable Uranus and Mars. And so this suggests there could be some surprises in the mix with this alignment. So keep that in mind around this time frame, the 21st. Now, the Sun enters Leo on the 22nd, again, amping that sixth house up, but it runs into Pluto as well. Be careful of power struggles and egotistical people around you. But notice you're in a very creative mode right now in work or taking care of your health or being around animals or, being a caretaker to others. This is all going to be highlighted here with these 3 planets going to the 6th house. The best energy, that you could use here is doing some sort of physical activity for yourself, taking care of your health, because the Sun, Mercury, and Venus are all beneficial in the 6th house for health matters and taking care of health matters. Okay, so I would say focus on yourself, improve your dynamics, improve your health, and this will get you through those alignments. Now, Mercury enters Virgo on the 25th and 26th, which is your opposite sign. Now, Mercury is in a very analytical sign. It's in the relationship sector. So you may be questioning all your relationships. Am I in the right relationship? Is this what I really want? Am I at the right job? You may begin to question everything, all right, which is totally normal. But overall, it looks like a very creative month. Lots of socializing and interacting with others because of these planets down there. Do the best you can, Pisces, and I will talk to you next month. Check out the special offer video I have at the end of this video, all right? So have a great month. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, thank you so much for watching my monthly astrology. I really appreciate your support over the years. Have you ever considered learning astrology? Well, you're in luck because I've created a full online astrology course in my private community. It's a full 6-module course that takes you from the beginning of astrology, what it all means, the mythologies, the houses, all the way to the more advanced techniques such as progressions, solar returns, how to read transits, how to make predictions. It's all there in this course here. And I even dive into some of the mysterious stuff, what some of the symbolism is all about. So I think you might want to check it out if you're interested. Along with the course, we have a very tight-knit community here where everyone helps each other out. And so if someone knows a lot about astrology, they help other people with astrology. So it's a community that really gets involved and, really wants to learn and help each other out. But as you can see here, I have a whole lot more on this private community. I also have the Inner Circle live calls each week. Now, this is something that I do twice a month on YouTube, but here I do them on a weekly basis. And I talk about various topics. You get to ask me questions, we interact, and we learn a whole lot more than just astrology. So this could be anything from astrology to what's going on in the world, predictions, politics, whatever it is. We talk about it in the Inner Circle calls. Of course, I do have videos here that I do not have on YouTube, so you get those too. And then I've got a private resource vault, which has videos that I suggest watching, books suggested reading, meditations, and more. So if you're interested in learning astrology or want to be part of a great community that's really growing fast, head on over to the link down below and click on the link and join today. All right? Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.